what I'll do is I'll give a quick little monologue. Are we good? Okay. Test, 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 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. Let me know when we're live on. Oh, we are live? All right. Sweet. Okay. We're live. We're live on all platforms. Guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome. It's a beautiful night here in Miami. We got a couple of signs here, guys. The first sign we got here is bring back slut shaming. Prove me wrong. Okay. And basically, guys, we have a couple of problems too. One on, Israel's a threat to America. Another one, bring back slut shaming. And, we'll kind of just time them out, switch them depending on what's going on. As you guys know, as always, it's been a minute since we've done this, I think a few weeks. But we're right here posted up in Brickell, part of downtown Miami, like a little area of downtown Miami. And yeah, man, we're going to host street debates. People can come up and have a discussion. But the long story short here, when it comes to bring back slut shaming, is we good now? Okay. So we got the speaker. Sorry, guys, we're fine-tuning the audio. You guys can hear me fine at home, but the audience here, they're, we're making sure that the speaker works. It's a very complex setup. I wish you guys could see what Bills and Sean and all them are doing behind the scenes here. But obviously, it's a live production, live streamed with a table. There's a reason why nobody does this, chat. Very few people are going to go ahead and set up a debate table live. What most people do is they set up a debate table, and what they do is they pre-record it and then edit it, chop it up, etc. So very few people are willing to actually be out here and have these discussions real time. I think I'm probably the only streamer that does it, by the way, on top of all the other stuff that we do. Most diversified by far. So anyway, so yeah, the prompt is bring back slut shaming. So as you guys know, for those of you that are not familiar with the content, hoes end up fucking everything up. It's just very simple, right? Women that are promiscuous tend to not be the best partners for you as a man. And, my thing is if a woman wants to be promiscuous, that's fine. She has that prerogative. But that doesn't mean that you should accept her, right? We went from a society that cherished and respected women, that respected themselves, to a society where women that are hoes get more clout, fame, and money than mothers. And I think that that's extremely destructive to society. I think we've went far too left when it comes to feminism and progressivism and allowing women to do whatever they want to do. Because a lot of the times when they get into the sex work, whether it's OnlyFans or pornography or whatever, when they get into that field, what they think, guys, let's not block the mic so people know it's there. So if they want to come up to the mic and talk, let's put it out a little bit further. If you want to come up and talk, feel free. Let's have it there for discussion. Let's not block it and let people know that they can have a discussion. So anyway, as I was saying, where was I? Sorry, guys, so many things going on right now. And I'm on like 3 hours of sleep. Yeah, bro, I barely slept, man. I was streaming all last night, too. Okay, but yeah, so I remember. So basically, what ends up happening, guys, is we have this society where we encourage women to be hoes, sell their sexuality, and put a kind of a bad digital footprint out there. And unfortunately for young women nowadays, they don't understand that those pictures and that video or whatever they might have done for a quick buck back then is going to come back to haunt them later. So in other words, women that were 304s back in the day at least had the ability of being anonymous. Nowadays, with the internet, everything is forever. And I can't tell you guys, we've interviewed almost 3,000 to 4,000 girls now on the show. So many girls. 3,600? Thank you. About to be 37. Okay, thank you, Mo. So about 3,700 girls. And almost every girl that's done sex work, especially when they age, has regretted it. And said, look, if I could turn back the clocks of time, I would absolutely, go back and not do that. Because what's ended up happening is, when they were young and they were beautiful and they were being a 304, it didn't matter. People were offering them all kinds of stuff. But as they got older, it came back to bite them in the ass and they weren't able to get a guy to take them seriously. And I think that's when women really start to wake up, when they realize that, hey, does this guy want me for me? Or does he just want, does he want to, want me for my body? Or does he actually want to commit to me? And this is something that I've noticed with talking with modern women, that they can't really decipher between the two. They think just because a guy is dating me and seeing me, that that guy is also willing to commit to her. And the two are completely different. And it's not until it's too late a lot of times that women figure this out. So anyway, with that said, that's kind of my thing. Any of you ladies that are here, I see a bunch of you guys here. If you guys disagree with bring back slut shaming, you think women should be able to do whatever they want to do, Go ahead and come up to the mic, or if you want to have a discussion or ask a question, come on up. Don't be scared. I see you over there. Come on up. Bring back slut shaming. That's the prompt, ladies. Bring back slut shaming. If you agree, disagree, you want to add on to the conversation, feel free to do that. Okay. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Daria.
What is it, Gloria?
Daria.
Daria,
First there is
okay.
D, yeah.
All right, yo, guys, let's turn her up because let's make it, because there's playing music in the back too. All right, go ahead, Daria.
Just a clarification question. What do you
Louder.
mean by slut? Maybe I didn't hear. Maybe you explain. And
What do I mean by slut?
Yeah. What do you exactly like?
A woman that, regardless of who you ask, more than likely is going to be considered promiscuous. That's a woman that's generally promiscuous.
I don't know this word. Could you please?
Oh. She has sex with a lot of people. Has sex with a lot of people.
Because of what? Because she wants to get the benefits, or because just for fun, or?
It could be for any reason. You know, it could be for their work for pornography. It could be for a sugar daddy. It could be just because they enjoy it. You know, any type of, and I would argue even not just promiscuity, but even in the way they display themselves. So if she dresses like a slut, I think that's a problem too.
Yeah. All right.
You know?
This I agree completely.
Oh, you agree?
Because our social, our humanity now is so spoiled or so bad. They don't respect women,
Turning it up.
and because of women don't respect themselves, the way how they show themselves, the way how they act, this is kind of like so bad. But what do you think if a woman had a lot of partners, like sexual partners, not because of all of that what you just said, just because she really sincere and she wants to have a relationship, but she doesn't know how to build it. Maybe she's too young to know.
Just so I make sure I have this right. So you're asking, what if she has a lot of partners from being in multiple relationships?
Not on the same time. Just
Yeah.
Along
Yeah,
the
over time.
Yeah.
So my answer to that is, if she's actually been in like relationships over time, those relationships are gonna probably last. So it shouldn't be more than 2 to 3 maybe if she had long-term serious relationships, right? Because what I've noticed with women is, men are simple. Like, if you can't keep a guy around, something's wrong with the woman, right? Because, you know, it's typically women that initiate breakups. I see you're making a face. You disagree? No, her, the girl you're with. She's making a face. Women initiate most breakups, and they're impossible to please. That's the reality.
But you know, men in Miami, they're kind of so playing. They're players here. Isn't it?
They're playing?
Like most of men in Miami, they're players. And
players.
Yeah. And even though a woman wants to have a nice relationship, she's cool, she's interested in that, but men are not. And they kind of play with her, and she's a victim now.
Yeah,
So-
well, the thing is that as a man,
Is it a slut? Because she keeps having different partners because of that.
yeah, that makes her a slut, yeah. So a man that's a player is not the same as a woman that's a slut. It's not the same. A guy that can be a player, that he has to do something right to be a player. If a woman's a player, she's a whore.
No, this lady is not a player.
No, I'm just explaining to you, like, because you said, oh, the men in Miami are players.
Like a lot, most
Yeah,
of them. I
yeah,
don't want to say
well, here's
about
the thing.
all of them, but I think the way they think
Well,
that
hold on. Let me stop you real quick.
Oh, okay.
That's a man being a player is not the same as a woman being a slut at all. A man that's a player has to have skill. A woman that's a slut doesn't.
Okay, yeah.
So if anything, that's why a guy that's a player is respected, and women that are players are not. Now I'm glad that you mentioned that. So that goes into what I said with the slut shaming. We live in a society now where a woman that's a player is respected. It shouldn't be that way. It should be, if you're a player as a female, you should be shamed for that. Versus if you're a player as a man, you should be respected for that. Now, again, I'm not sitting here saying like run around and bang every girl, but if a man's a player, he's doing something right by definition.
Well, I'm not agree with that. However, I think the bottom line is just people, men or women, they have to respect each other and their own interests and being sincere from the very beginning. If you want to play, you say, hey, I'm here for play. Are you fine with that? If the girl is fine, okay, shame her for being a slut. If she not, then okay, just go next.
No, I think we need to shame women. In many ways. I think there's a lot of problems in society, and we don't tell women the truth, right? Honestly, if it were up to me, I'd put them all back in the kitchen. If it were up to me. I'd take away, I'm not even kidding around, I'll take their voting rights away. I'd repeal the 19th Amendment. I'd have curfew hours. I would, I'd put things in place to protect them from themselves. Feminism is probably one of the worst social experiments we've ever had. By far. But anyone else, if you disagree, the prompt is... Yeah, anybody can walk up to the mic. Yep.
What's up, you guys? Follow my TikTok, cdad_.
All right, bro. All right. Yeah, that's
Luckily, I was on audio.
Yeah. Just mute. Yeah, they do shit like that. Just mute them. What's up, bro? You go. Yeah. What's up? Try to keep it on topic though. Bring back slut shaming, guys. You got to come out more like a C. If Melissa wants to stand here, she could do that, like in between. Oh, I meant right here, but whatever's easier. Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, can Indians bag baddies?
Yeah, but they tend to not be as successful as other races.
Do you think I can bag baddies one day?
I mean, bro, the sky's the limit, man. Like, the beauty about being a guy is if you increase your status and, max out your S&V as best you can do it.
So I just need big bucks, like money.
Money's a component, but I also think that it's important that guys understand, like, female nature and also get in the gym.
Oh, okay.
Because those three things are in your control. I think every guy can make himself at least a 7. I genuinely believe that.
What would you, am I a 7? Or do I still have to go up there?
Bro, if you're asking, then that's half that's the L right there. All right. Who's up next? Go ahead. Bring back slut shaming is the topic.
Hey, I believe if a woman has a player, it's because you don't know how to act in the house, Because I've been a player all my life, and I had some good women, and they changed my mentality definitely. So.
Hey, can you say that again, bro, and speak louder? Because it sounds like to me like you're mumbling.
If a woman has a player in the house, it's because she don't know how to act. Because I've been a player all my life, but I had some good women that had changed my mentality. So if a woman knows that she has a player, guess what? Don't play the same game, and she will change me definitely in 5-6 months.
I mean, look, as long as the guy is making the decision, I'm fine with it. I don't care if, my thing is I just don't want guys being monogamous out of necessity. Exactly. Most men are monogamous because they got to be. Their wife runs the relationship. They're bitches. They're fucking whipped. Their woman tells them what to do. That's the reality. So as long as you're choosing, I want to be monogamous, that's fine.
But I'm going to tell you something, too. Men can make the woman, too. If you are a good man, and if you don't play with her with her mind, you could change the woman too, So
yeah, that's your job as the man. Too. I think it's your look.
Our job is to be a man, but not to show them, that we could fuck any girl too.
Well, here's the thing. I'll be honest with you guys. This might be shocking to some of you guys, but you guys do understand that any girl you date, you're gonna have to train her, right? I'm dead ass about this. When you guys decide to get a girl or date a girl, you're gonna have to train the bad habits out of her. But this is another controversial topic.
You have to train her just outright, and she will learn. Definitely. I got
bro. You got to train her, bro. I don't think you understand how, because you're an older guy, bro. Women today are so cooked that you have to deprogram all the bad habits out of them when you date them to make them the perfect girlfriend for you. Because the average girl thinks that she's equal to you, thinks that she's strong and independent, thinks that she can tell you what to do. She thinks that she has equal footing with you. But if someone breaks into the house, she's going to expect you to rise up to the occasion and protect her.
But I was married 23 years
you've been out the game for a while, bro.
That she was 8 years younger than me. Guess what? She got me 3 kids.
Bro, you said you've been married. You've been out the game too long.
No, I'm married right now, and I live in
I know, but you've been married 23 years, bro.
That was 5 years ago. But now I'm not married. I'm just living with a girl. All I'm saying is, men, we could, if we are right, the girls will are right too.
Of course, I agree. But you do have to train them too. All right, who's up next? Bring back slut shaming is the topic. Okay, bring back slut shaming. And we have another topic as well. It's not being held up. It's Israel is a threat to America. That's another one. Let's make sure. Yeah, we should have been had that. I don't know. All right, so yeah, bring back slut shaming, guys, and Israel's a threat to America. So whoever wants to come up and speak on the mic, agree, disagree, give your opinion. Who's up next? Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's it?
that's all I
right.
came up for.
I
I commend
appreciate
you
that.
for what you do, though.
I appreciate you,
going.
man. Thank you. It's good that we're waking up the young men. So, because we got too many people that are retarded. So, again, guys, prompt is bring back slut shaming or Israel is a threat to America. I guess I could give a quick monologue on Israel. So, here's my position on Israel. Israel is a parasitic state, ethno-apartheid state, that takes U.S. taxpayer funds to drop bombs on babies and kill innocent people and run an illegal colonial project. Okay? The West Bank and the settlements have been condemned by the international community. The only reason they haven't dealt with consequences is because we run cover for them at the UN and we give them billions of dollars of aid and military equipment. Roughly 70% of Israel's military infrastructure comes from us. And they would not be able to do the things that they do had they not had American backing. They've gotten us into foreign wars, forever wars. They've muddied the name of the United States with killing innocent people. And quite frankly, we should cut all aid to Israel.
Hey, Myron, brother,
Yeah.
appreciate all you do, Red Pill brother. But what happened today with Pam Bondi and the release of quote-unquote more Epstein Files? I didn't see anything in the news today, but wanted to get your take on it, brother.
Okay. With the Epstein Files is like, just to be more specific, because it's such a big topic. Are you asking like, why didn't they release it?
What came out today? Because obviously there was a lot of backlash with Trump not releasing anything and then him going on the offensive with his supporters the last couple of days.
Yeah.
And then I saw last night Pam Bondi was like, hey, we're going to release something new today.
I think she's going to
didn't see
release
the news cycle, but
I think it's grand jury testimony they're going to release.
Correct,
I think that's what they're going to release. But to be honest, for all the people out here that care about the Epstein case, this is what I think they should be asking for specifically, because you got to be very specific. Because the problem with the Epstein case is that there was a criminal investigation done by the FBI, and then there was also an intelligence component done as well. And since everybody knows that Epstein was a foreign intelligence asset for Israel, the stuff that we really want to know, who did he work for, how is he getting paid, how is he doing everything, that's going to be with the CIA, because the CIA handles foreign intelligence. So I think that this isn't just an FBI problem. This is a whole intel community problem. So that's number one. And then number two, I'd really like to see the affidavits in support of the search warrants that the FBI got from the judge to grant them to go into his house in Manhattan and New Mexico and all the other places. They searched all of his property. So I want to read the search warrant affidavit that they used. That will have a lot of info. But they sealed it. Maureen Comey, the one that got fired, she sealed it.
correct. Myron, appreciate you, brother.
No worries, man. Good question. High IQ question. Who's up next? Again, Israel's a threat to America. Yeah. Sure, go ahead.
Let me just something real quick about Israel. I understand what you're saying. Maybe the president of Israel is not good right now, but Israel needs help all the time, because you know that's where Jesus Christ was born, and you know that Israel always been on war, because guess what? The Gaza people started it 7 months ago. You understand, with the, you know, they went to the country and kidnapped that people and everything.
Yeah,
we
but
cannot forget that,
bro.
So I understand your point, but Israel by nation is the place of Jesus Christ, the creator, and nobody can not back it up. Israel. Thank you, my friend.
Well, there were a lot of things that were factually incorrect there, but that's fine. This war didn't start on October 7th. Anyone that thinks that this war started on October 7th is not paying attention to history. What's up?
Hey, Myron, how are you?
Yo.
I want to ask, so I do kind of agree with what this is saying, but don't you think that kind of
So,
America...
okay, you agree that it's a threat to America?
In a way, but don't you think that America is using Israel in the Middle East so it can kind of take over or fight other countries through Israel so it can have more control in the Middle East? Do you agree that's why they're doing it?
No, we don't get the same level of benefit that Israel get. This is a one-sided relationship. Israel gets all of the other benefit. Like our support of Israel is a moral one, and this has been echoed by former U.S. presidents. Richard Nixon famously said back in the 90s that he admitted in one of his memoirs that Israel offers us zero strategic value. However, we support them because of moral reasons.
Right.
Those moral reasons is really rich lobbyists, control of the media, control of infrastructure, tech, etc. So they'll sit there and say it's moral reason, but the reality is because we have overrepresentation of Zionists in high positions of power in the United States. That's why we support them.
Makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries. We got Fresh in the house too. Who's up next? Oh, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, man? So
And just so you know, the two prompts: bring back slut shaming and Israel's a threat to America.
so
Those are the two topics.
about the slut shaming, right? So
Yeah.
I have a thing, right? So if I see a girl on Instagram and she's acting a certain way, I'll treat her like that. But if she's acting, in a nice way, I'll treat her like that. But if she's acting like a slut, do you think I'm doing the right thing or I'm doing the wrong thing?
So say that again. You're with a girl and what?
So if she acting like a slut on Instagram, I'll treat her like a slut, right?
Yeah.
But if she acting a certain way, I'll treat her that certain way. Do you think I'm doing the right thing or the wrong thing?
Well, no, that's good. I tell guys you need to date a girl for 6 months to a year to vet her.
I mean,
Like I wouldn't even. You shouldn't commit to a girl unless you've been seeing her for at least 6 months to a year.
6 months a year?
6 months to a year, you have to vet her.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I told you most women come with bad habits. Well, you might have not been here. I said earlier, most modern women come with bad habits, and your job as the man is to train those bad habits out of their system.
I mean, I feel like you should just fuck the bad habits out of them.
You should what?
You should fuck the bad habits out of them.
All right. Who's up next? Israel's a threat to America or bring back slut shaming? Who's up next?
Let the robot pass through.
Come on up to the mic, guys.
Israel is the biggest threat to America. They control America. The Jews did it. That's all I have to say.
All right. All right, who's up next? Israel's a threat to America, or the other one is bring back slut shaming. There we go. Bam. Those are the two prompts that we're using for now, guys, so we can make it geopolitics or we can make it cultural stuff, relationships. Bring back slut shaming or Israel is the greatest threat to America. Any takers? All right. Damn, people are scared. Bro, I'm not that scary, am I? Not that scary. We got like a big crowd here too, man. They can see it, right? We got it on camera, like they can see a big ass crowd. Yeah, guys, don't be scared. If you agree, you want to add a comment, disagreement, whatever it may be, bring back slut shaming, or Israel is a threat to America. One of the two. Israel is a threat to America or bring back slut shaming, whichever one you guys want to go ahead and discuss. So,
Can you do the dance with the pants? Appreciate it.
I didn't hear anything he said. Anybody else? Any taker? Bro, why is everybody, man? People are scared, huh?
We shouldn't bring back slut shaming.
We shouldn't bring back?
No.
Why not?
Well, it's too disrespectful to the women. You know what I mean? You got to respect them. They make kids. They're the whole reason we're here. You know what I mean?
So, okay. So you think we should, we need to respect women because they have kids.
Yes, that's the only good thing about women is that they can have kids. So, you know what I mean? You can't be mean to them. You got to give them one thing, you know.
I know, I get that, but don't you think if we want them to be able to have kids, that means that it needs to come in a stable household, and that's going to come from a woman that's with a man, one man?
That's true, but nowadays it's different. You just got to accept it. You know what I mean? The hoes going to be hoes.
That's the problem right
the
there.
hoes going to be hoes.
No, bro, but that's the thing. We can't accept that. The thing is that if we should respect women because they have kids, well, we have to create the infrastructure for them to have kids properly. You know what I'm saying?
What we have the infrastructure, bro. These girls on fucking child support, they can have as many kids as they want.
The problem is the infrastructure to raise the kids properly. 2-parent households, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of, you know, kids that have single moms, yeah, for sure. And they get help from the state. But I think a father is significantly better than SNAP or welfare or EBT, whatever it is.
What about the ultra wealthy men with like multiple kids? What's the difference between, how do we know we're raising them?
The ultra what?
Like ultra wealthy men with multiple
bro,
wives,
that's
multiple
rare.
kids.
That's rare. That's maybe 1 in a million. That's like Andrew Tate type shit. You know what I mean? Elon
Yeah,
Musk.
there's
Very
no
few-
difference though.
Very few men can pull that off. Very few.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
You know, very few. Like for the reality is most guys are gonna have to be in a relationship with a woman, nuclear family type, won't be able to have other women. Like that's just the reality.
So we should be slut shaming? Is that what we're saying? Like we should
Yes,
be? Like,
yes,
what
we
does slut
should-
shaming even mean? What are we talking shit about them or what?
Yeah, so basically shaming women that don't have certain characteristics conducive to a good long-term relationship.
So all women are sex workers.
No, well, we should try to make them not sex workers. A lot of them are is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
Okay, I see.
Whether it's covertly or overtly, a lot of them are, and I think that's a big problem. So that's why I'm saying we need to bring back slut shaming, because really the only thing women respond to favorably is social consequences for bad behavior.
Yeah.
You know, the days of a man telling a woman, hey, do this, do that, she's like, no, fuck you. So the only way they're going to get it is they need to get ostracized by society, and that comes through slut shaming. That's why it was so powerful 67 years ago.
How many kids do you have? How many kids do you have?
I don't have any.
Really?
No.
So do you feel like you should be able to talk about this stuff or not?
Sure, because men are not the same as women. We come from a different position. The man is the one that gives out the relationships, and the man is the one that gives out the marriages. The man is the one that, you know, creates the family, created the family. So we have time. Women don't. That's the difference.
I'm just talking shit. Fuck women. Fuck the Jews. Let's go.
Great.
Okay, so I was just curious. So how could you like blame
Yeah, you gotta talk into the mic.
Sorry. So how could you blame women for being sluts if I feel like men created that, no?
All right, say that again.
I was
Sorry.
just saying, like, I feel like men created like slut behavior, no? So how could you blame women for that? Shouldn't it be the men's responsibility?
Well, the thing with men is men simply adapt to the new sexual marketplace. Men adapt because since we're the ones that are pursuing the women are the ones that have changed significantly. Men haven't really changed that much. It's the women that have changed mostly through feminism and progressivism. So men have basically adjusted their sexual strategy to accommodate and or be able to get sexual access with women. So that's why guys have kind of switched their strategy up. So I see what you mean. Like, hey, aren't we enabling it? Yes, to a degree. But at the end of the day, it's feminism and the revolution that's kind of brought us here. And then men assimilated to that to get laid. And what they don't know is that feminism actually benefits a small percentage of men the most, right? It benefits a large majority of women, but it also puts them in a weaker position when it comes to getting a relationship. And it gives all the leverage to the top 1 or 2% of guys, because all the women are chasing that small percentage of men, because now they're all entitled and feel like they deserve it because they make more money, they go to college, they're educated, all this crap. Oh, I deserve the best guy. Like the average woman is delusional, if I'm going to be honest. They don't deserve the guy that they want.
Yeah, no, I see that. But just thinking about, like, regardless of sex, I feel like every action they have is to benefit themselves. And I feel like women, you know, like people will pay money to see women's OnlyFans, like this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like,
it's a
if
problem.
I was a girl, I do OnlyFans, I can make a ton of money. Like,
Yep. No, you're right.
Sure.
And I said that before, like we have all these positive reinforcements to really bad female behavior. And there's no incentive to be virtuous and chaste and, you know, find a guy when they're at their peak age. It's more about just being a 304 and monetizing it as much as they can. But here's the problem. A lot of them don't have the wherewithal to understand that there's going to be consequences at the end of that. A lot of them think, oh yeah, I'm just going to be myself and do what I want, then find a man later. Nah, they're cooked.
yeah,
And I think if more women understood that they're going to literally be cooked, they might think twice about doing the dumb shit that they do. But it's because we have this entire simp economy where we tell women they can do whatever they want to do with zero consequence that they behave the way that they do, right? Girls say stupid shit like, oh, well, there's someone out there for me. No, bitch. No, there's not. You want a guy making $100,000, $200,000 per year? He's going to want something in return a lot of the times.
yeah, I
Right.
see.
So that's where the disconnect is. Like they think no matter how deplorable my behavior, I still deserve a top 1% guy. And that right there is like the main reason why we have such a disconnect in the dating marketplace. Women's standards are too damn high. and men don't vet women properly. And that's why we have this, you know, asymmetrical, fucked up dating marketplace.
Yeah, I see what you mean. All right, thank you.
All right, who's up next? Again, bring back slut shaming as a topic, guys, or Israel is not our greatest ally / a threat to America.
Hey, how are you?
What's up?
Super quick question. So
Yep.
you just mentioned that, I just want to go back to what you were just talking about. I feel like with what you said is that women already know that no matter what they do, there's always a guy for them. So wouldn't that be males? Like, it wouldn't be like our fault, the fact that women can act like this and still get a man? Because if you think about it, like, even like the worst type of woman can still find a man, but the worst type of man will never find himself a girl. So wouldn't it be our fault and not theirs that we're kind of like, we're the reason why it's built like this, the system itself?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a fantastic point, right? Like, lower status men are going to take whatever they can get, right?
Exactly.
But even though this isn't really a good thing, I guess, female hypergamy disqualifies those guys. Does that make sense? So, like, even if she's a 304, I think men need to understand that women are unaware of their sexual market value, right?
Well,
So,
I agree, yeah.
Like the problem is that, here's the disconnect. So women always peg themselves 3 to 5 points above where they actually are. So a girl that's a
But
5.
we allow them to do that.
Yes.
So
but,
it's our fault.
But here's the thing. Yeah, we allow them to do that. But the way it corrects itself is she will realize that she can't keep the higher status guys. Does that make sense? So the losers will go after her. And she'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
yes, I love it. But then she'll start to realize, and they typically don't realize until they're in their 30s, the higher status guys, the guys that they actually want, don't want to be with them. They can only get sex from those higher status guys. They can't get commitment from those higher status guys.
But she still ends up with a guy, though. If you take a loser dude, he ends up being lonely for the rest of his life.
I know.
And she still ends up being
I see
with
what
somebody.
you're saying. They at least get a relationship, but they're always going to be miserable because the problem with women is hypergamy is based in doubt. So since they're never going to be satisfied, they'll have that guy as I call that a placeholder boyfriend. They'll have the placeholder boyfriend, right?
Okay,
that's
but they
the,
still
that's the
have
phenomenon.
one.
I call the placeholder boyfriend phenomenon.
Okay.
He'll be there, but she's never going to be satisfied.
But I feel like as long as they have that, nothing's going to change. Why would they change? I mean, they're not satisfied, but they're still going to stay there. Because
No, that's a valid point.
So
and I
how do
agree
we
with
even
that.
change that?
This is where guys like me come in, guys like Tate come in. This is where we come in and we wake guys up and say, look, bro, like this is what the new normal is.
But don't you think the problem is also like going back to what you said before that when you were talking to my friend? Don't you think the actual problem comes from parenthood, the way these girls are raised? Because I feel like girls don't just become sluts for no reason.
No, I'm glad you said that. So a big part of this with the slut shaming is that will force the family unit back.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have to take responsibility as men as well.
For sure.
Because if a daughter's raised a certain way and she becomes a slut, I would say it wouldn't just be the mother's responsibility. So we have to lay that
No,
back.
it's the father's responsibility.
Exactly.
I've said it a million times. Good dads keep their daughters off stripper poles and sons out of jail.
So wouldn't the solution to all of this be to just become better fathers for us?
Yeah, they'll stop the simping and become better fathers. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so those.
I've
were the
always
two
had that
things-
position that the nuclear family is the backbone, and then everything stems from there.
Because I think the best way to find a solution for something is to find the fault in it, like our fault. Because if you step back and you try to fix something yourself, that's how you can get a better solution.
But also keep in mind that there's only so much that we can do too, right?
But aren't we like half of the reason why these people grow up the way they are?
We are a
And if
portion.
men are like the head of the family, aren't they
we're definitely
mainly
a portion,
responsible?
but remember, it's not 1955; it's 2025. Like women actually
But
have
what
more.
changed? Why can't men still do the same thing that they did back then?
Because women have more access, and we live in an egalitarian society. I would argue women have more rights and privileges than you do now.
Really? Like
100%.
what?
Okay.
Like what?
She can get pregnant, right, and decide if the baby lives or not. You don't. And then she could make you pay money to her based
I
on
feel
her
like
decision.
I
That's
feel like
a big
that's
one.
situational,
That's a
though.
big one, right? They get the ability to go apply for a job and get preferential treatment because she's a female. They're able to go ahead and apply for certain civil service jobs and not meet the requirements at a lower level. So I see what you're saying. Like we should be acting like we're the better ones. But what I'm telling you is that society has not acknowledged that. And I would argue we've overcorrected to the point where women have more rights and privileges than men nowadays.
So how do we go about changing that? Because I mean, just talking about it is not going to solve the problem.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You got to put people like me in office, bro. Put the women back in the kitchen.
I see.
You need
okay.
honest politicians that are realists. You need people that are gonna go ahead and like really identify the problems, not be scared about the political correctness, and call it like it is. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't think women should vote. I think we should make them damn near second-class citizens because the reality is that they're not equal to us in any way, but they get all the same rights and privileges and everything else like that with almost none of the consequence. So
Okay.
I think what we need to do is get back to a situation, and you kind of said it. You're just not saying it like I am, because you said it. Well, aren't we the men, and we're supposed to be the leaders, and if the buck stops with us? Yeah, you're right. But
Well-
for us to be able to take that responsibility, right, or take that power, we need to have the authority. And the problem is that you're calling for a certain level of authority that we don't have anymore.
But aren't women like rebellious creatures? And if we do something like
No,
that,
they're
they
not.
would only be worse.
No revolution was ever fought by women,
Okay.
ever.
So those were the 2 points I had. I'll be back if anything.
Yeah,
but
I agree with you. No, good points, bro. Like I agree, but like my thing is like it starts with the men actually letting women know that they're different and they're not the same as us. I think if we start with blank slate equalism, that's where everything fails, because they're inherently not
What's a
equal.
what do you mean? What's that term?
So we live in a society where men and women are 100% equal. That's that's where
really?
we start. That's where we start.
Okay.
Most people believe in blank slate equalism.
Do you think most people believe in
Most
that?
people believe in blank slate equalism, 100%. Yeah.
But I feel like if we would have asked all the people here, I feel like it would be the opposite of that.
I don't think you understand how blue pilled society is, bro.
But are they the majority though?
I think a majority of guys think men and women are equal. Yeah,
Really?
100%.
Well, I can't really argue on that because it would be just like my opinion versus your opinion. But
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you so much. Though. I'll be back.
All right, man. All right, who's up next?
Yeah.
Bring back slut shaming or Israel's a threat to America. Whichever one.
Bring back slut shaming. Yeah. Just want to get a little more detailed into what y'all are talking about. I guess I'm just like.
Hold on 1 sec, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, DPG.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, please handle that, bro. Let's get him out of here. All right, sorry.
You can hear me?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Go
Sweet,
ahead.
sweet. So I just get a little more detail with the slut shaming. So I think men lead, right? We lead, and I know that you were kind of saying that it's not our fault that we're being simps or whatever because of how women treat us, right? I'm kind of like, if men just, for instance, I believe that we should only be having sex with one woman, right? What do you believe? Yeah.
I would tell you that's a strategy that would have worked 70 years ago, but it's not
Yeah.
going to work anymore.
Why?
There's a multitude of reasons why. Well, tell me, how about this? Tell me why you think I should do that, and then I can go from there, because I'll meet you where you're at. So why
Okay,
do you think
cool.
I should do that?
So, like, I mean, if we're, being patient, not, going into our flesh, trying to have sex with every woman that, looks pretty, women wouldn't have, the ability to get what they want, right?
Are you approaching this from like a religious angle?
A little bit religious, yeah. But
okay.
also, like, if you be logical, like,
Okay.
if you're not, if
So
you're
let's
not,
go with the logical then.
yeah,
If
let's go
you're not
logical.
approaching this from a religious
Okay,
standpoint,
yeah.
okay.
We can go
so
logical
from a logical
first.
standpoint, the reason why that strategy isn't going to work is because women don't respect men that can't get laid. Now, this is a very ugly truth that women will never admit publicly.
Okay.
But the reality is that women don't respect men that can't fuck other girls. And the reason for that, I'll explain. So the way women are attracted to men versus how men are attracted to women is completely fundamentally different.
Yeah.
Women want a guy that has other women. We want a girl that doesn't have other men. And women need to be with a guy that they can see with their own two eyes as social proof. So you might not necessarily have to go out there and actually fuck other women, but you need to be able to present the ability to do so if she doesn't do what she's supposed to do as your girl. Does that make sense? Because, and this is why I said we need to bring back slut shaming. This dovetails perfectly into my point. The industry that we had around women before to curb their promiscuity is gone. Religion, social shame, the church, the mosque, whatever it may be, all these social institutions have broken down. So what's left? Well, women can do whatever they want. And
Okay.
since they can do whatever they want, they get the guys that they want. And a lot of times the guys that they want might not be the best guy for them long term. Does that make sense?
Makes a little bit of sense, but if we could control ourselves and just not give in, I mean, the women aren't going to be able to have the power over
Most
us.
men don't operate from that position. Most
Yeah,
guys,
but that's our fault. That's our fault. Like,
of course. But what I'm saying is that, being realistic here, most men aren't monogamous by choice. Sorry, they're not celibate by choice. Most guys are celibate involuntarily. That's
okay,
why they call them incels. Literally, the term
Well,
incel is
okay.
based on most guys' inability.
But do you
to
feel
get
like
sex.
also, do you think this makes men happier having sex with women?
What was that?
Do you think men are happier having a bunch of sex with women? Do you think men are happier having sex with a bunch of women?
Yeah. I think if a guy can actually accomplish his sexual strategy, which is he has side chicks and a main girl or two, I think that is what most guys would dream for, but most guys can't pull it off. And I'll give you an example of this. So my good friend Andrew Tate, right? One of the reasons he blew up and went so viral is because he lives a lifestyle that most men want to emulate. A bunch of women, fast cars, millions of dollars, etc. So he didn't blow up for no reason, right? Obviously he's charismatic and stuff too, but he's living a lifestyle that many men want. And he's honest about it, right? Most guys want that lifestyle, they just can't be honest about it. So I think his success is testament to men's true desires if they had the ability to do so.
Okay. So like about 5 years ago, I was living that life myself, and I was completely depressed. And then I've obviously changed my life the past 5 years. Obviously, I don't go around having sex with women. I'm way happier. I treat women with respect. Yeah. So like, I just
but you made the choice, right?
I made the choice.
Okay,
yes.
That's key. That is the fundamental, because you're in a position where you made that choice and you're at peace. Fine, I'm all good with that. But for most men, they don't make that choice, man.
Yeah, but
they don't make that choice.
Yeah, but the men who can get whatever they want, if we could like not go into our flesh and be like, hey, I'm going to set a good example for the rest of the men, women. It would help society a lot. Like people, do you not think that you're hurting society by having sex with a bunch of women?
Well, the thing is that society's already cooked. So the way I look at it is, at this point, you need to have the sexual experience to be able to identify the women that are worthy. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Because since so many girls are hooking up casually and doing all this 304 shit, if you don't get your feet wet and be able to identify these women, what's going to happen is your sexual inexperience will put you in a position where you're dealing with a girl that you don't know is a hoe, and then she ruins your life later.
Yeah, but like, for instance, I go to the club. I go to Sugar, right? I go to Sugar. I go in the club. I pick up
right now.
I pick up some women.
Yeah.
And I get the status. I'm having a good night. My next move isn't, I'm going to take them home, right? Like, you can stop there. You can get all the status you want and stop there, and then have respect for yourself. Have respect for the woman and be like, hey, I'm not going to take you home and have sex with you.
So are you familiar? So I actually talk about this. I don't know if you're familiar with my content, but I tell guys get a lay count of at least 50, so you get out your system. What you're referring to is getting it out of your system.
I did a lot.
That's
back
fine.
In the day. Yeah.
But see, you're able to get to that position through experience, and now you have the mental clarity. Most men don't get that benefit. Does that make sense?
It does.
Sometimes you need to experience something to realize that it ain't worth the fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to comprehend how it's gonna make things better. I guess it just doesn't sound like that's
it's the new
solution.
Normal. It's the new normal. It's literally the new normal now. So like guys have to kind of acclimate to what's going on. It's empty anyway. You can just throw it out. Guys got to deal with what is versus what should at this point, right? So that like when I dispense the advice I'm giving, I understand that it's not 100% spot on, but based on the current environment that we're in the dating marketplace, this is the best way that men need to move with the way women move now. I wish it was 1955 and we can go back to, the traditional situation, but most women aren't traditional. So therefore you gotta move differently. And she's got to earn that tradition from you now.
I see your point. I see where you're coming from. But you do not think if we, all guys like you, people who, that can get girls whenever they want, right? Just say, hey, we're not going to have sex anymore. I'm going to still have status in clubs and whatnot. I'm going to hang out with girls all the time. But I'm going to cut the line off of being like, hey, I'm not having sex with you because you have to deserve it.
But that comes after experience. That comes after you realize that most women, are useless outside of sex. That comes after experience.
I guess I just disagree, but appreciate it.
All right, no worries, brother. Yeah. Can I get another one of those? Yeah. All right. Yo, and guys, shout out to DPG, by the way. Shout out to DPG. You guys are going to get better audio right now because he did some things in the back for me. So, again, bring back slut shaming is the topic, or Israel is a threat to America. Those are two topics, guys. So, go ahead.
I think women need a wake-up call, but I also think most men need a wake-up call.
Yeah.
most men kind of lack that dominant point of view. I think people, they settle for what they can get.
Yep.
But I also think most men lack uniqueness. Like, what kind of differentiates you from other men, you know? That's why I feel like most women cheat and slut out like that.
Well, like I said, I think the reason why these problems arise is simply because women, their standards are too damn high.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
think
feel like
that's-
they're mostly delusional, right?
Yeah, they're fucking delusional. I mean, I can confidently say after talking to 3,700 women that a majority of women are fucking delusional, bro. It's actually nuts. Like, if you ask the average girl, pull any girl like from the red street, hey, what type of guy do you want? They're gonna describe a dude that's 6 foot plus, 100K per year, all this shit. They're all looking for a top 1% guy. And the crazy part is, they're not just looking for him. They demand him and they think they deserve it.
But
That's
the thing is, they
crazy
don't
part.
bring shit to the table. Exactly.
There you go, my friend.
I agree with you here and everything.
Now, they will call us a misogynist for saying that, though, and they don't want to hear it, though. So like, on this side of the internet, we know this. On their side of the internet, they don't know this. They don't know.
For
They're
sure, that's
watching
why-
fucking Love Island and The Real World season 27, right? They're watching reality TV. They don't hear none of this shit, you know?
Yeah, I also kind of want to say media kind of promotes this type of propaganda for sure. And women like to intake it and all that and kind of, you know, make it their personality. Like,
Yeah.
they see it as role modeling.
Well,
Like,
the thing
see
is
them as
that
role-
the reason why they do that is because it's easier to market to women than men. Women
Exactly.
control the majority of the debt and they control a majority of the spending. So marketers almost always target females in their ads. And we saw this with Gillette a couple of years ago. They got a huge backlash for like talking about toxic masculinity, despite the fact that they sell men's razors. And that right there, I would say, is one of the turning points where I realized, holy shit, the entire marketing industry is designed for women, even for male products. So that's how gynocentric societies become, where the female way of thinking and the female perspective is more important than the male perspective. Right?
Exactly. All right.
So, and this is why we've ended up with all these stupid Marvel woke movies, you know, Dylan, whatever that Transformer is, you know, trying to sell beer. Like, we go with the progressive side that's going to be more appealable to women. That's how much we've lost track of society.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. I feel like the old ways, men being the leaders in the relationship while the women kind of follow the men, is something beautiful. I don't really think women should be like, you know, trying to go out on their own and everything. I feel like it's a respectable thing as a man to find a woman and take care of her.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and I don't know
agree.
why they just don't fuck with that.
Telling you, bro, well, they fuck with it, but they want you to do all that, but they can still behave like
But
they're
they can
single.
do whatever they
Yes,
want. Exactly.
that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
issue.
yeah.
They want all that, but
I've
they
had that
still want to be able
experience.
to behave. Yep,
Yeah, I've
exactly.
had that
You get it,
experience
bro.
for sure.
You
All
get
right.
it. All right, so Bills, you said you need to do something right now, or okay, real quick, guys, we're doing a quick little thing. While I can still talk shit. Okay, so yeah, guys, the two prompts are Israel's a threat to America, and bring back slut shaming. These are the two topics. Just to rehash, because we got a bigger crowd here, and you guys can actually fucking hear me. I don't watch TV. Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, Dragon Ball Z. It was what? Oh, he said it was most likely written by a Jew. No, not Dragon Ball Z. That's Japanese. So, what? How about you come on the mic, bro? Nah, come on, man.
Come on.
Bro,
Let's go.
bro.
Come on.
Yeah, I hate when people talk from the side of just come on the mic, bro.
Dog,
Go ahead.
I'm a high schooler, bro, and I have the balls to come up. Let's go.
Yeah, bro, just give your comment.
Come on. Yo, get out of your
Bro wants to
comfort zone.
scream
Let's
from
go.
the other side. Come on, bro. What? Yeah, now he's got to run. Yeah, bro, I love it when they do. Dude, it's so crazy. They do the drive-by. I don't even know what he said. Said, oh, chances are it's written by a Jew. Like, that was an attempt. So for those of you guys that didn't hear what happened, basically he walked by and he asked me he screams out, what's your favorite show? And I was like, I don't know. I don't watch TV. And then he's like, I was like, maybe Dragon Ball Z or whatever. He's like, oh, well, chances are it was written by a Jew. Okay, that proves my point that they run the media. What the hell? Is that a fucking checkmate? Like, what's going on here? But anyway, we're good back? Okay. Yeah, so guys, we should improve we should be good with the quality in the video now. All right. Good. Making the show better and better as the time passes. Okay. Sorry, bro. You were saying.
I just wanted to come up here and agree with you.
Okay.
I fuck with you. I fuck with what you do. Most people don't have the balls to come up in front of the street.
And how old are you, bro?
Huh?
How
I
old?
just turned 18.
Okay.
Yes,
this
sir.
is good. This is good.
This
You
is
got
all-
this is what we need more of. We need more guys like this that are young men. coming into society. We need more of this.
Dude, this whole shit is an inspiration, bro. I be seeing supercars, people like you just being successful. And I look at them and I'm like, why the fuck not me? Like, what makes them special? We're both human. Just
Keep
one.
that mindset, bro. Stay away from getting a chick pregnant and drugs, and you're gonna go crazy, bro.
All right.
So,
Thank you
what's your name?
I'm Mohammed Bakriba.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's your family from?
Tunisia. I'm North African.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kalam Arabi or?
And Kalib Swaya
Yeah,
Barka.
Sway. All right. No, thank you, bro.
All right, thank you for your
Thanks,
time.
Mohammed. Yep. If you got anything else, well, all right. Let's bring in someone that disagrees again. Bring back slut shaming or Israel's a threat to America. What's up?
So I agree with the fact that like women should have respect for themselves.
Yeah.
I think one thing I disagree with is just how you stated that statement, but also I have a few questions for you in terms of like, why do you think women tend to dress the way they do and how you're saying they dress?
For attention.
For attention, right? So do you think that it's primarily just the woman's fault or the society's fault, as in men are weak and they fall to their lusts and desires? Isn't it a problem that's both, like on both sides, where men are like becoming less weak, but they're becoming more weak with their self-control and desire? And I think you were just talking about like men should be out there getting laid and stuff. And do you agree with that in terms of that, like, isn't that also promoting women to like dress for getting more attention?
Well, it's a combination of different things occurring at once, right? It's feminism, it's society reinforcing bad behavior, it's men becoming weaker. It's a multiple pronged issue that has many different contributing factors.
Right. So I agree with the fact that like women should like dress respectful and have respect for themselves and carry themselves with dignity. But I just think that like the way that it's being argued right now is as if it's like targeted towards like a way, it's provocative. That's what it is, I think. And I think,
that's how we have to do things now. Because the problem is that we've gone so far left that you need someone that might be a bit more far right to bring things back center.
Well, I think the only thing that I like disagree with, I don't know what were you talking about in a few people ago, where you're saying men should have the desire, or you should get laid by 50 times or something, a body count of 50 or something like that.
I said that's a component for guys that want to get married. I think they should have a certain level of experience with women prior to getting married in this new generation.
Well, I would disagree with that in terms of that, like, I think that if you say that a man should have a high body count in terms of like going out there and doing whatever they want, doesn't that also kind of encourage women to like make themselves appealing for those men?
Well, the thing is that the women are going to be hoes no matter what.
Well,
they're gonna.
I don't agree with that in terms of that, like, I feel like society is.
How old are you, bro?
19.
Okay. How many chicks have you hooked up with?
You're
a virgin?
I am a virgin, but I
Okay,
do
that's
that,
fine.
It's by choice.
Yeah, you don't got it. No, that's fine.
It's by
so
choice.
here's the reality.
And I'm proud, actually. Like, I had
bro, you don't got it. Look, I was a
like,
virgin till I was 18 too. I'm not
Right.
saying that to shame you.
Right.
I'm saying this to give you perspective. A lot of girls that are your age in America have already fucked or had. So let's put that in perspective and scale it out. If a lot of guys are like you at 18, 19, 20 years old, still a virgin, or maybe have a limited amount of partners, versus a lot of women in your age group have multiple partners because they've been having sex for a longer period of time, well, guess what? They've been in the sexual marketplace longer. So they're more experienced than you. I'll give you an equivalent. Let's say I told you that you're going to have a boxing match in 10 years, right? But you didn't train at all.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, your opponent's been training for 10 years. And then you get into that boxing match. Who's going to win?
Well, the person with the more experience, obviously.
That's
But I
the
think
women,
that's
my
a flawed-
friend.
That's a flawed
That's
analogy
the women, my
because,
friend.
like, there's multiple nuances in that analogy that you just made, in that if men in general have more self-control, which I agree, women should carry themselves with more dignity and respect, but if men also have self-control and like isn't out there to get experience, isn't that perpetuating the problem? If,
Okay,
like,
so
like,
let's go ahead and use the self-control thing. All right, let's go into that boxing match now with one hand behind our back. You think you're gonna win?
But it's not a fight. Like, you're
No, it
saying
is,
it's a fight.
and
Why
that's
is it a
precisely
fight?
the problem. It is a fight. So you got to understand, this is why so many guys are blue pilled. Men and women dealing with each other is an adversarial relationship. And I think men need to really take the red pill on this and understand that it is an adversarial relationship. If one party has leverage, the other one by definition has to have less leverage. And what I'm arguing is that the man needs to have the leverage every single time. Women don't know how to behave when they have power in a relationship. They're terrible fucking people. Now, some of them might get mad at me for saying this, but the numbers back up my claim. They overwhelmingly initiate the divorces, the breakups. Men are far more likely to be hit harder. after a breakup. Women get over breakups faster thanks to Briffle's law. So I wish it wasn't this way, but all the biological data confirms what I'm saying. So the man needs to have the leverage.
I think that I agree with the sense what you're saying, that it is like a problem on one end, but I just disagree with the fact that you're saying it's like one side needs more leverage than the other. When I think if both sides had like tried to work on that aspect, I'm saying that like, no, I agree with you in the fact that like, I think that in Western society it's promoted to kind of like make yourself seen more, and it's kind of empowering for women. That's how they like market it. But I think that's because men are giving that attention, and I think that when you say that people should go out there and get laid by 50 girls, that's perpetuating the problem of like giving that attention to women who are making themselves appealing, right? So I think
the problem is going to exist no matter the problem is going to exist no matter what, and I'd rather the guy have the power where he can identify these problematic women first and then go ahead and go into the slaughterhouse that's the marriage institution in America before they go ahead and say, oh, you know what, let me just go ahead and save myself and do it traditionally. Because even if you get with a girl that's very religious and nice, she still reserves the right to take you to court and destroy your life at any point. Does that make sense? Like, there's no, the guardrails that I talked about before are gone. Men take all the risk in relationships nowadays, pretty much. We have to bring everything to the table, but they're incentivized to break the deal.
I think the issue, right, like with this argument is that there's like I think we're having arguments because we are at like radicals on both ends, but I definitely know that there's a middle ground.
No, there is no. That's where you're fucked up. We need more radicalism. We need more.
I understand what you're doing
because hold on. Let me stop you. This moderation, this centrist type ideology is precisely why we have the problems that we have now. We need more radicalism, and we need more harsh truths, facts getting out there so that we can actually make a change. Because the thing is this, with women, if you just sit there and be like, oh yeah, you know, it's kind of a problem that you do X, Y, Z, they don't give a fuck. Well, you gotta break through the noise.
I understand what you're saying. I get your points, right? And I see why you're being radical. It's like,
guys, line up behind him. Anyone that wants to talk, by the way, line up behind him.
When you're talking right now in terms of like men going out there to get laid by 50 people, that's a contradiction in the statement where you're saying it kind of like goes against your whole point of like.
No, it doesn't. Because I just told you the relationship is adversarial, right?
It's adversarial, but
so that means since it's adversarial, that means one party.
What are you here to do right now? You're trying to promote that women should carry themselves with more dignity, right?
Yes.
And when you're saying that men should go out there and like get with multiple women,
yep.
Who do you think they're gonna get with? The ones that are respecting themselves, or the ones that are just showing themselves off?
Well, what I'm saying is that since the relationship is inherently adversarial, men need to approach it from the position of I need to be in a leverage position every single time. Now, and the reason for that is because we have the broken down social institutions that used to keep women in check. So now there's a new normal that's completely dysfunctional. But let's get to the next person because I know there's other people waiting, and then we'll come back. But yeah, bro, that's
okay.
No offense to you, but I think you're speaking from a very, very limited perspective, and and I'm not saying that to little bro you, but I think if once you deal with women and understand their mating strategy and how they move, etc., this will all make significantly more sense to you. And the thing is, like, you're not going to hear content like this from most people because this is a very uncomfortable conversation to have. And this is why I'm censored on multiple platforms. This is why I'm demonetized, because they don't want young men hearing this stuff. This is considered hate speech, but it's true speech. Men and women are fundamentally different, and that completely changes how we approach relationships. And more men need to get this information before they put a gun in their mouth.
Okay.
So, let's go next person. Next person.
But I still think that you're contradicting what you were saying with men going out there. I don't think I can understand.
Bro, you're not listening. Who's up next?
I come in peace.
Yeah, what's up, man? Welcome back.
I come in peace. Tell your security guards to calm down. I come in peace.
We're good, man. We're good. What's up?
Man, check this out. Again, everything you saying makes sense. But let me ask you something. When did it all transition? When women don't need men, women feel like they're independent. I'm going to tell you how I feel about it.
Okay.
But when do you feel all that shit transition?
1960s was the beginning of the end.
Nah.
I would say once birth control came out, the sexual revolution, first wave feminism, that's when it really started. That was the beginning.
Can I tag myself?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tag me. King J, MFM Devils. No, King J, MFM. Let me tell you what all this shit transition, because I've been in the game for 24 years. everything transitioned when Instagram came about, Cash App came about. It's like all these girls turned into professional panhandlers.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, so back in the day, I could meet a girl on the train.
Yeah.
We go get a slice of pizza. I get a phone number. I can talk. I say, baby, call me after 9 o'clock. Because that's when the time was free back in the day. Nowadays, if I talk to a girl, as she talking to me, she talking to 10,000 dudes on the phone as she talking to me.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, I never met this girl in a day in my life. Hey, can you pay me? Can you help me pay my light bill? I'm like, who? What? Why? Who are you?
I agree. Like, I would say it really started getting bad. Because you asked me when did it start? I think the 1960s started it. But now, yes, like where we're really at a bad spot was the rise of social media.
Social media killed the game.
Yeah, it made women monetized.
We finally have an argument where we both can agree on.
Yes, I agree with you 100% on that.
Can pipe down. Nobody gonna push me today. But all I'm saying is that everything that I see everybody like, oh,
nah,
here
you
he
go,
go,
bro.
here he go. But I'm just saying though, everything you saying make all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
But one I think you're wrong is that
the
game got killed ever since Cash App, OnlyFans, Cam Soda, Diet Soda, everything came about.
No, I
So
said
now-
this many times on my show. I agree.
So now when you
I said this.
So now when you meet a girl, like, yo, send me a Cash App for what? Are you a professional panhandler? I rather listen. One thing about me, I would rather give a homeless man money before I give a girl money.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me tell you why.
I agree.
Because if I would give a homeless man money, at least I feel good about it. But if I give a girl that I never met in my life money, I feel lame about it.
Yep. And you
gotta
enter
understand,
the
these new generation girls nowadays, if you look through their phone, Sugar Daddy #1, Sugar Daddy New York, Sugar Daddy Miami, good dick guy, gotta go pay my light bill. And guess what? So even if you want to help the girl because you feel sorry for her, now you feel like a lame because you helped somebody. And guess what? They don't call you because but it start with $150. Next thing you know, I'm short on my rent.
Yeah.
That's why everything you're saying, I respect it.
Yeah. It
This
puts you in
conversation,
the.
I can't argue with you. With
Yeah, no, when you enter the customer, I agree. You enter the customer frame when you give her money, and then you're cooked. So I agree with that. And yeah, I think it began in the 1960s, got pushed through the 80s, into the 90s, and then once we hit the social media world, there's no going back now. Now women are basically monetized. So it's cooked. Many modern women.
So, like, hey, listen, can I give you a handshake? Let
Yeah,
me
sure.
people know that we cool?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Diplomacy, guys. Diplomacy. This is what Trump should have did with Iran. Diplomacy, my friends. All right. Who's up next? Yeah, we're men at the end of the day, man. So, okay, should we switch to what's the other prompt, Sean? So it's Israel's a threat to America, and then bring back slut shaming.
I know it already came up here, but I was like talking shit, but I think we should just spread more love, you know what I mean? Too much hate around here.
The shirt's right here.
The Jews are beautiful, beautiful Israeli women, so we gotta love them all, you know what I mean? Everyone, men, women.
This isn't about
It's all
hating them, bro.
love.
My position is we just need to cut. I think we need to stop giving them aid. Us giving them all
That's
the money
true,
that
that's
we
true.
give them emboldens
true.
them to continue behaving the way that they do, where they have reckless foreign policy and bomb all their neighbors.
Hop in,
Okay, sure. Come on.
I just want to show you guys are talking about slut shaming, right?
Yeah.
And then talking about Israel kind of goes to show what the values are that you guys are bringing to the table. It's like an extremist.
Okay, what's your argument then?
You're talking about first of all, he's calling women sluts.
Yeah, bring
Whores.
back slut shaming.
Calling
Yeah.
them whores and sluts. Who talks? What religious person talks about sluts and whores? And then you're talking about Israel as well. He's not. Well, most of the people are supposed to be religious if you're talking about Israel and Palestine. How many times in the Quran does it mention about Palestine? And how many times does it mention Israel?
Okay, so
How many
what is
times?
can you give me your argument or what's your?
I'm asking you
because
you're a professional, right?
No.
How many times in the Quran does it mention Palestine?
See, here's the thing.
How many times?
It's not really relevant.
0.
What?
Because
That's-
it's not real.
Oh, it's not
0.
real. Okay.
They mentioned 46 times in the Quran Israel. And even Allah in the Quran says that it is promised land to the Israelites. Am I right or am I wrong?
So here's the thing.
Am I right or am I
love-
wrong? Just yes or no.
Hey, bro.
Yes
here's
or
the
no?
thing. No, there's a very important context there that you're missing.
Think of Palestine like a squatter, right? It's when they go to land, right? It's like losing your
This is
house at a
actually very
tax sale.
interesting. It's actually very
Right? The
interesting to
government
see this.
takes the house, right? It's like Britain. Britain took it, and then a squatter was in the land. Basically, the Palestinians were squatters, and then the guy paid the tax back, and he got the house back. That's Israel.
Okay, all right.
It's exactly how it
So,
is.
all right, so
they're just squatters,
can
and they
you-
even gave them
all right,
land
bro.
to be in the property.
Okay,
and they
yo.
still denied
Yo,
it.
yo,
And what they did
yo,
was they
yo, yo.
attack and they
Okay.
create extremists about
You're
it.
all over the place right now.
I'm not
First it
wrong
was the
about it.
Druze, then
Yeah,
it was
Druze,
slut shaming.
yeah.
Now
Talking
it's
about foreign
now it's the
aid,
Quran.
when foreign aid is going to good things.
You've already focused. You've already
just
talked
saying.
about 4 different things.
Okay.
So let's go ahead.
Look, here, point the camera to the slut.
Yeah.
Point out. They're talking
Yes,
about
trust
sluts.
me, they know, bro. We have the cameras here.
These are
so,
religious people that they're
no
considering.
one's religious here. Actually,
They're not religious. So
No
why are
one's
they
religious,
talking about
no.
foreign countries
bro,
and religious
okay,
battle war?
Bro, you need to calm down.
I'm not. I
Okay,
don't listen. I don't
you're
need
super
to.
hyped right now.
I'm not.
Just
you know I'm extreme. I'm
woosah.
exactly right.
First you came
Because
in
it's
with the
wrong.
Druze.
And you know what? You guys are blasting
This guy-
social media
this guy is,
advertisements,
this guy's
making it
going
look
crazy.
so bad.
All right.
So
So,
bad.
bro,
It's so
bro,
disgusting the things
bro,
that you
if
guys
we're gonna
promote.
have a discussion,
They're promoting
you're-
sluts
yo.
and whores
Yo,
in
yo,
a
yo.
religious conversation. Who? What do you mean? They're hiding behind hospitals. They're hiding behind
Now the
hospitals.
crowd's
They're
going
hiding
after him.
behind
He won't be
hospitals.
quiet. Now the
who's
crowd's
killing
going after him.
babies? Who? October
All right, bro,
7th, they raped
bro.
everybody.
Look,
and
look,
they
look.
kill people on
Bro,
camera
bro, if
and
we're gonna-
post it on YouTube.
Yo.
What are you
Bro,
talking
bro,
about?
look.
They hide behind people.
Yo, let's have a conversation. Okay.
I'm listening.
So first you came in with the Druze.
Okay.
Then the Quran.
Okay.
Then slut shaming.
Yeah, it's all.
And now,
it's,
okay.
It's
So
yeah.
let's pick one topic and go from there.
Okay.
What do you disagree with, and give me your position, please. Just keep it focused on one, and we can
Well,
go through
I
it.
think that's disgusting to call even have a sign or anything about a religious matter when you guys are talking about women. That's disgusting. Why would you even bring that up on a sign?
Okay,
In a
so
public matter.
this-
Talk to
this is
women
not-
about like
okay,
that
so
in 2025.
that's fine.
Who
All right.
talks like that?
Okay. So
With
this isn't
common
really a
sense.
religious
Anyone who has
argument
a job. Who has a job and starts posting things like this? Any kind of matter.
Okay.
This is what an unemployed person does.
Okay.
Who just wants to post on social media advertising for brain rot people. Everybody needs to wake up, and anyone that's crying right now needs to get an actual real job. I
Okay.
can see all the people that are coming at me. You guys look disgusting.
here. Okay. So that's it.
Thank you. Yes. That's
You do realize you didn't prove any argument, right? Like you just droned on. You didn't prove anything.
Palestine is
I'm
mentioned
telling you, bro.
zero
If you
in
walk
the
away from the
Quran.
mic without defending your
Go ahead.
positions,
Okay.
Okay.
Tell
cool.
me why Palestine should be a state. Go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Sure. So my position again, show the signs, so we're very
And a
clear
religious
here.
matter. Tell me.
And let's stay.
Okay, that's disgusting. Let's push that away.
And
Go
I
ahead.
need you to
Go
not
ahead.
interrupt, okay?
You don't think that's
and
disgusting?
be respectful.
You don't think that's disgusting?
Okay, let me,
public?
dude. I need you to calm down, man.
Go ahead.
I need you to calm down. All right.
Go ahead.
I see that
Go
you're
ahead.
super hyped up and
Yeah,
your
super
heart
hyped
rate's
up.
going
Go ahead.
crazy.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Just calm
You guys
down.
are promoting. You guys
so
are taking up the whole
let me
sidewalk
just
in a nice neighborhood. It looks disgusting.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Go ahead. Talk about it.
Okay.
I'm
So
waiting.
anyway,
Yeah.
let me go ahead and talk about this.
Talk. Spit it out. Spit it out. Let's go.
So my position is Israel's a threat to America.
Who?
Israel's a threat to America.
Oh,
and
they're
my
a threat.
position,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
they're a threat to America.
Okay.
And the reason why they're a threat to America,
Yeah.
is because they put us in very bad geopolitical and diplomacy positions.
Who? Who did?
Israel.
Who? Why? Why?
Because they,
Who?
you got to chill, bro. Like
No,
if you
hold
want to look, see, this is
Hold on,
awesome.
Hold on. So wait. So you're saying they attacked?
Look, you can wait behind him, bro, and I'll talk to you too. That's fine. We can have a civil discussion on
Let's
this.
put
Okay.
it for Iran for
Just calm
example. They
down.
knocked out nuclear sites.
So-
and that is a huge thing that they did it for America. You don't think
Okay.
that's a bad thing?
So here's the thing.
Is that bad?
Here's the thing. Here's the reality. Okay.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Our aid to Israel
Yep.
has put us in a very bad geopolitical position where the world doesn't respect us. We're enabling the murder of innocent people, to include babies, women, and people that are not members of Hamas. We put ourselves in this position because we have an overrepresented amount of Zionists that are in high levels of government, technology,
Okay, there
media.
is
It's bro.
barely
Hold on,
any
hold on.
Jews. Okay,
Bro,
because they have
you
maybe
gotta-
20
you
positions in
gotta let
government.
me- you
there's
gotta let me
Chinese,
finish.
there's Muslims in positions.
Yeah, but they
there's
don't.
white people. There's
yeah,
black people.
but they don't
there's
have to.
everybody.
But they
what
don't
are
have
you talking
to.
about?
But they don't have to register under APAC. So it's a big difference, my friend.
It doesn't
So in
matter
other
if
words,
everyone-
So they're lobbying money.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
Their lobbying money doesn't have to be registered with the government. That's a big deal.
Because they have funders.
Yes, because
Everyone has funders. There's
yes.
Chinese officials that
Yes,
have funders.
but they're on
There's
AIPAC.
Indian, what's
bro,
your background?
Bro,
What's your background?
you need to.
What's your background? Where are you from?
You need to. That's
Where you from?
irrelevant.
What's your
Yo,
name?
I need you to
Go
stop
ahead, Baba. What's
obfuscating
your
from
name?
this. Like,
What's
bro,
your name?
we're gonna have a discussion. We
Go
need
ahead.
to focus on the discussion.
Go ahead. I'm first
okay?
generation here. I'm not a privileged
That's
kid.
great.
Tell me.
Again, bro. Yo, two people and you're the third. So be quiet, please. Okay. So anyway, if we're gonna go ahead and have this discussion, right?
Go ahead. I wasn't
We gotta
listening.
stay focused, man.
I
We gotta
understand.
stay
Go ahead.
focused. So again, they put us in a bad position. We spend a lot of money for no reason, and we don't get really a benefit from it at all.
There's no
and the
benefit.
reason why is because of overrepresentation of
highest
pro-Zionist.
Go
Dude,
ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
okay, overrepresentation of Zionists where they go ahead and lobby. Now you mentioned other countries because you made the argument, right, that other countries also give money, which you're correct. You're actually correct about that. But the big distinction is AIPAC and other pro-Zionist lobbies don't have to register under FARA.
So
Okay?
because they're
The
Jewish, and
foreign-
they have people that work with them in different countries.
Bro,
they're the biggest ally the United States has.
Well, my
Any
argument
other
is that they're
country,
not
They are
actually.
the biggest supporter
They're
in
not.
the entire
They're
world.
actually
right now,
not.
what other
They're
country
actually not.
supports America more than Israel?
We support them. They don't support us.
Of course they support us.
No.
They do our own battles, technically. They do our own
No,
battles.
they drag us into
do
foreign
our own
wars.
battles.
They drag us into
Please,
foreign
they
wars.
knocked out nuclear sites that America wishes they could do in a good way that makes them doesn't look bad. Fuck me. Fuck you. You're a fucking bald head. Fuck. Here.
Okay, so you do. Hold on.
Baited by who?
Bro.
I don't know his
Bro,
name. He didn't
so bro, look, you made a claim. You said that Israel bombed their nuclear sites,
What?
right? You made the claim that Israel bombed their nuclear sites, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you're correct in that regard. But we had to come in and finish the job. So they couldn't finish the job. We had to come in and do that. We spent
They got
billions of
three
dollars.
countries attacking them.
What was that?
They got 3 different countries attacking them. We got Pakistan threatening to bomb them as well at the same time.
Okay, are you aware of the fact that they ran Operation Rising Lion and attacked Iran first?
They didn't attack. They attacked them because they have nuclear bombs.
Oh, well, okay,
that
so
they're
which one is
threatening
it?
to kill. They
okay.
scream, "I want to
now
kill
you're-
Americans.
Now you're
I want to
conceding.
kill
Okay, now you're
Israelis."
conceding that they attacked them first. Okay,
There
cool.
is chance online.
Okay,
that
so let's go ahead and talk about the nuclear bombs.
Okay.
Are you aware of the fact that Israel has an illegal nuclear program?
They are not threatening to kill people.
Actually, they
They
are.
don't scream in the streets, "Kill America" and kill people.
Well, let me ask you this: Who's actually?
There is
who's,
actual. I
who's-
can pull up chants
Who's
on my
actually?
phone.
Okay, what's
That's
worse?
America.
What's worse, a chant or actually doing a genocide
A
right
chant,
now?
a group
chant
of
is worse than
people,
a genocide.
An entire country. An entire country screaming "Death to America" and they wiped out nuclear
What's
sites?
worse?
Is that
chanting
bad?
"Death to America" or doing a real Yo, you gotta chill out, dude. Yo, you gotta chill out, bro. You gotta chill out. You gotta chill out, bro. You gotta chill out. You gotta chill out.
Listen, he's
Okay?
got a lot of heat. Listen, I appreciate it. I see what you guys are saying.
Okay,
I just want
that's
to make
fine.
my point, that's all.
That's fine. Look, you made a lot of claims that didn't make sense.
Different races.
What does that have to do with anything? Okay. All right, let's bring him to the mic. You're done?
Yeah,
Okay,
listen,
no worries, man. Take it easy. Good discussion. We'll talk with this guy. All right. Bro, just yo, you got your mic. Go ahead.
Why you don't want to go on the mic?
Bro, been interrupting the whole time. Now he doesn't want to come on the mic.
First of all, these big ass dudes
Bro.
think they can fight. Like, relax. Let's
Bro,
let's
just
all
come on
relax
the mic.
here,
You're
bro.
fine, man.
Come on.
Bro,
Relax,
come on the mic,
relax.
man. You got your chance to talk. The other guy is conceding it to you. But while we wait for him to do that, he made a bunch of ridiculous claims.
Myron, though.
First, it was hold on, dude. First, it was Israel bombed their nuclear facilities. Yes, this is true. However, we had to come in and finish the job. That's number one. Number two, he said they chant "Death to America." When the Iranians chant "Death to America," what they're saying is "Death to America's foreign policy." Okay. Now, let me ask you guys a question here in the crowd. What's worse, chanting "Death to America" or actually dropping bombs on kids every single day? Okay? So the reality is, words are one thing, actions another. They kill kids every single day. Okay? Oh, they don't? Okay, great. Come on up to the mic and prove me wrong.
Step up. We need the ladies. We need the Israeli
Come on
ladies.
up. Come on up, ladies. Come on up.
It's convenient right outside the
Isn't
show.
it amazing when they get the
Convenient
chance to
on
come
Friday,
on the mic?
right-
They
right
yell
after
from the
Shabbat.
side. You know what I've noticed about the Zionists? They yell from the side, and they don't want to come up to the mic. All right, let me give you my position since you guys want to go ahead. Okay, so here's my position. because you guys are being triggered. This is actually hilarious. America should stop giving aid to Israel. That is my position. Now, you could go ahead. I know you had some things to say before. Okay, go jump on the mic. Jump on the mic. Jump on the mic and prove me wrong. Why is it that they heckle from the side? And then when given the opportunity to go on the mic and actually, provide facts for their position, they can't do it. Go ahead. You're welcome. Come to the mic. You've been waiting. You've been patient. I'd be happy to hear what you have to say. Go ahead.
So,
please.
My name is Jacob.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
No, I'm asking, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, so where's like the speakers right here?
Yeah, so what's your
What do you mean?
position?
We're talking. We're having a conversation.
Yeah. So I noticed from the side that you had a bunch of
My name is
comments.
Jacob. What's your name?
Myron. Nice to meet you.
Sorry, one more time.
Myron. Nice to meet you.
Myron, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'll just kind of turn it to you because you were objecting to a lot of the things that I was saying. So I'll kind of let you.
No. You were setting him up for a lot of conversation, so I'll let you set me up for conversation. That's a lot of fucking foreplay with your face, bro.
Yeah. So again, he made a bunch of accusations. He made a bunch of
This is a
claims
new
that weren't true.
Net
Okay.
new conversation.
Okay.
I'm doing the same thing you did to him. I'm gonna interrupt you when he starts talking. Stop with the mental fucking the facial foreplay. Enough of that shit. I'm talking to you, Myron.
Okay. So
Myron.
give us your position then.
No.
Oh, you want my position? Okay.
No. I'm asking you to stop with the facial foreplay. Talk to me like a human. I'm not over there. I'm right here.
Okay.
Set me up for your conversation.
Okay. So you interrupted a bunch of times before. I'm giving you the floor, but it's fine. I'll just go ahead and set it up.
Sure.
It's simple.
Sure.
America, we need to stop giving aid to Israel.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Under what term? Well, like under what terms?
A multitude of different terms. Maybe the fact that they're killing innocent kids every day.
Sure.
Maybe the fact that they make us look bad in the international community. We run cover for them at the UN. They're committing war crimes. Their prime ministers are currently wanted by the ICC.
Picking details, but I agree with you.
Okay, so that is my position, and I
Sure.
gave you a
What's
couple
your-
reasons
what's
why.
your- what's your position on other similar scenarios happening across the world? Can you voice? No. Again, stop with the
Bro,
facial
look.
foreplay.
I'm gonna make whatever face I want to make. Okay.
Yeah, because you're on camera.
So that's fine. I'm just asking you to go ahead and give me your actual position versus looking at my
You're
face.
setting up a
like,
conversation.
let's talk
So I'm
about.
responding to your conversation.
Okay, interesting. So you don't have a
What
position
do you
anymore.
mean interesting? I'm answering a question. That's how a conversation goes. Ask a question. You're not asking a question.
I'm telling you.
No,
There it
no,
is.
no, you're-
Israel's a threat to America.
What's your
Prove me
question?
wrong.
What's your question?
Israel's a threat to America. Prove me wrong.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Is there a threat in America for extremist Muslims? After 9/11, what was the community who stood up for the extremist Muslims in America? Was
Okay.
that not Jews? Do you
Okay.
feel that? Were you
Okay.
here? Were you here for that?
Okay.
No, Myron. Now I'm gonna interrupt you. Were you here for that? No, stop. I'm over here. Were you Myron? Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay, so just so
and
I
again, my
understand
name's
this,
Jacob.
I want to make sure I have your position correct.
No.
So your position is
No.
you-
There's no positions. I asked you a question. Were you here during 9/11?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And what community stood up for you during 9/11?
You know, it's interesting that you say that on 9/11.
Correct. Yeah.
Because I don't know if you're aware of this.
I'm not asking you to look at.
Yeah, no.
Curtis, was it? No. You told me your name before. It was pretty close. To
Hey,
that.
bro, he's been very like. There's no need to, he's been very respectful.
Okay,
so,
okay, I'm sorry.
So,
I'm sorry.
okay.
Let me stay into your
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
conversation
So
on this
let's go ahead and talk about
public.
9/11 then. Let's talk about 9/11.
No.
I'd be happy
no.
to.
I asked you a question. Can you answer the question?
I'm going to answer it. You
Okay.
mentioned
What
where was I on
community-
9/11 and
no,
what?
No, Mike, so let me get the mic a little bit closer. I guess I'm not loud enough. What community stood? No, don't look at your phone. What kind of stupid shit is this?
Bro, we're live on stream, man. So just go ahead.
What community stood up for you? I'm like, this is a personal question.
Sure.
You can tell me any community. That's okay. What community stood up for you after 9/11?
Patriots stood up for America, not Israel.
No. I said for your community.
American patriots stood up.
American patriots
Stood
stood up
up.
for the Muslims after 9/11.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this.
Wait.
Are you
Are
aware
you
of the
sure
fact,
about that?
bro? Can I please speak?
Are you
I
sure
heard your
about that?
position. You need to you had an opportunity to talk on the mic. Please be quiet.
No, he answered.
You're
it.
welcome
He
to come.
answered it.
You're welcome to come on the mic.
But I'm
after.
gonna just throw a cap on my head, right?
Okay.
American patriots stood up for
so
Muslims
let me talk
after
about
9/11.
So are you aware of the fact that on
Do you know what the
9/11,
word
dude,
tequila
you
is?
gotta chill. You gotta chill. You
Okay,
gotta chill.
I gotta chill
all right?
on the
Yes,
public
you gotta chill.
sidewalk.
Because I'm addressing your point on 9/11. Let me
Okay,
please
okay,
say
okay,
what I have
okay,
to say.
Okay. The American patriots.
Because you're
this
making the
guy-
claim.
This guy with the
you're
American
making the claim.
flag on his arm.
You're
stood
making
up
the
for you
claim.
after
You're making the
9/11.
claim. You're making the claim that Muslims committed 9/11, and
No,
I would
no,
actually
no, I
agree with
didn't.
you on
No,
that.
no, no,
Muslim
no.
extremists did commit
Correct.
9/11,
And that's where
now,
differentiation
so let me go
needs
ahead
to
and continue.
occur. That's
Okay.
where differentiation.
Bro.
No. You did this to the last guy. You interrupted him, so now I'm gonna do it to you.
No, you're not.
Differentiation needs to occur.
He's scared of what I'm gonna say. He's
What do
scared
you
of what I'm
mean,
gonna
bro?
say.
What the
You are
fuck are
scared
you
of what I'm
talking
about to say. You
I'm
are
saying
terrified
something
of what I'm
different
about to
than
say.
you. Are you scared to hear
You
what
are
I have to
terrified of
say?
what I'm about to say.
So, like,
you know
how
you fucked up by
said-
bringing up 9/11, right?
Sure.
You know you fucked up by bringing that up. Because I'm literally gonna embarrass you in front of thousands of people.
The dancing.
I'm going. Oh yes, he
dancing-
knows.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
knows. He knows. He knows.
Sounds
So I'm
good.
gonna need you to be quiet for about 60
Sure,
seconds.
sure.
On 9/11, there were 5 Israelis
Who
caught
flew
in New
the
Jersey.
fucking plane into a building?
Okay,
What kind
buddy,
of stupid
buddy,
fucking
you gotta be
comment is-
quiet. You gotta be quiet now. Okay, you gotta be quiet. I'm gonna respond to you now. And you know you fucked up. That's why you're trying to fucking obfuscate. It's very simple. On 9/11, for all, and this isn't for you. This is for everybody else here that's listening. Let me tell you guys the truth about 9/11. Okay? Yo, you gotta back off. You gotta back off. You gotta back up, buddy. You gotta back up. You gotta back up. All right, you gotta back up. You gotta back up.
Oh, God damn.
All right.
Trump's on
All
the
right.
Epstein Files.
Okay, so since he couldn't, so let me go ahead and let me educate the rest of you guys here. So, all right, so let me go through this, okay?
You've been
So-
in Gaza? You've been in Gaza before? You know what you're talking about? You've been in Gaza? Oh, you're so... Oh, look at you laughing.
This is fucking gold.
Oh,
This
you're
is gold.
laughing.
Yo, this is real life Jewish censorship.
you
This is
laughing.
real life fucking Jewish censorship. This is awesome. I love it.
This is the difference between...
You love it because you don't know nothing?
No, because this is what you guys do. All right. All right. Yo, you had the opportunity to get on the mic. Let me give my position and you guys can. All right, so anyway, this is fantastic. So this is what happened on 9/11, guys.
smiling, 'cause
This is
maybe
what
it's
happened
the
on
only thing
9/11.
you know to
She's
do.
still, yeah, bro, this is crazy. So anyway, let me finish my point, ladies. So this is what happened. Yo, get a fucking pan of the crowd of shit, bro. Like
So-
this is wild.
So I want to.
So on 9/11,
No, I want to ask you something. Do you know what a bomb shelter is? Have you run to a bomb shelter every 5 fucking minutes? I'm from Israel. I know what's to live under attack, under bomb shelters every 5 minutes. You're smiling here, sitting like a king, like you think.
More Coca-Cola.
More Coca than Israel.
okay. Let me address that. So you mentioned the bomb shelters. So they mentioned the bomb shelters. So I like the fact that you mentioned the bomb shelters. Guess what? The kids that you kill every day don't have bomb shelters. So I don't want to hear anything from you motherfuckers.
Don't.
The kids that you guys kill every day, the children you guys kill every day, don't have bomb shelters. You have bomb shelters. Innocent children, you are murderers. You are murderers. You are murderers from a genocidal apartheid state. You are crying about having bomb shelters to run to while Palestinian kids get killed every day. Hundreds of kids every day. You are low IQ. So, at least you have a bomb shelter. At least you have a bomb shelter. At least you have a bomb shelter. The reason why you have a bomb shelter is because you bomb everyone all across the Middle East. You have the bomb shelters because there's retaliation for your war crimes. You guys kill 300,000 Palestinians are dead. 300,000. 300,000 are dead or missing. 300. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. 300,000 are dead or missing. Look at this guy coming in. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and explain 9/11 for you guys because once I start talking about, they don't want you guys to know this. What I'm about to say, they don't want you guys to know this. We are witnessing real-time censorship. We are experiencing real-time Zionist censorship. I have one guy in the back, two girls, didn't want to say shit. Once 9/11 came on, now they're fucking going crazy. This is awesome. This is fucking awesome. This is the truth that they've been suppressing from you guys for fucking decades. Look at this.
Make some space. I need this open now. Open up the middle.
Oy vey, shut it down. Anyway, so you guys want to hear about 9/11? Guys, go ahead. Y'all want to hear? We need to get louder. Y'all want to hear about 9/11, the truth? There's a reason they kept coming on the mic trying to stop me from saying it. There's a reason why. So one more time, if you guys want to hear about what the fuck really went down on 9/11, give me a fuck yeah. All right, let's fucking go. There's a reason why they've been jumping on the fucking mic whenever I talk about this topic. Here's the reality about 9/11. I do not dispute the fact that Muslim extremists committed 9/11, but what they won't tell you is that Israelis let it happen. This is the part of history that they don't want you guys to know. On September 11, 2001, 5 Israelis drove up to the top of an apartment complex in New Jersey. They were there taking pictures, celebrating, and flicking lighters as we were going through the worst terrorist attack in American history. When the towers hit, look, she's running to the microphone to stop me from telling you guys this. Okay?
I'm sorry
So
to cut
anyway,
you off. I'm sorry to cut you
no,
off.
no, bro, what?
I'm just here so
No.
I don't get fined.
Yeah, bro. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So on September 11th, 5 Israelis were on the top of an apartment building complex in New Jersey overlooking the Manhattan skyline. The planes hit. They were there roughly 20 to 30 minutes before the planes were hit. A woman that was very astute saw these 5 individuals dancing and celebrating as the towers were on fire. She called the police and gave a bolo on what the van looked like that they were in. It was an Urban Moving Systems van. So they went ahead and called, and the cops put a bullet, be on the lookout for this van. So they went ahead and pulled this van over, the local cops, and they identified 5 individuals. As he was pulling them over, one of the guys came out and said, "We're not Palestinians. We're Israelis. We're your friends." And then on top of that, you need to be quiet in the back, bro. So anyway, we're not Palestinians. We're Israelis. So the cops, suspicious, call the FBI. The FBI comes on the scene, takes them to detention, interviews them. 2 of the individuals in that group had ties back to Israeli intelligence, Mossad, Unit 8200, whatever you want to call it. Then anyway, you got to be quiet. So anyway, as they were interviewing these individuals, they failed the polygraph test, and 2 of them came back with record checks. So they went ahead and said, okay, these guys work for this moving company. The FBI executed a search warrant at the headquarters for Urban Moving Systems. What they found shocked them. They found a bunch of hard drives, computers that isn't really indicative of a moving company. Kind of strange, isn't it? And then they found out that the person that owned that moving system company was a guy named Dominic Suter. The FBI contacted him asking to question him. He ran to Israel the next day. What they found was he was backed and paid for by Israeli intelligence. Those people had foreknowledge of the attack, and they spent roughly 70 days in immigration confinement. They were deported from the United States under Mike Chertoff, whose mother used to serve for the Mossad, and he's a hardcore Zionist. So let me get this straight. 5 Israelis were caught with pre-knowledge of the worst terrorist attack in American history. They got put in immigration custody for 70 days and then deported back to Israel. If they were Muslims or Arabs, you guys think they would have been deported? No, they'd be in fucking Guantanamo Bay right now to this day. So the reality is these individuals deported, but it gets better. Not only were they deported, they went on a talk show in Israel. This goes to show the hubris of the Israelis. They asked them, why were you out there that day? They said, we were there to document an event so that everyone can see how Israelis feel. Remember that stupid woman that was talking about the bomb shelter? She wants all of you to fucking feel that too. Meanwhile, the Palestinians don't even have the ability to have a bomb shelter. They die. Privilege is invisible to those that haven't. Quite frankly, the Israelis don't deserve the privilege they get with our fucking tax dollars. Now, with that said, let me ask you this. Our greatest ally was there at our worst day and had foreknowledge about it and allowed it to happen. This has all been declassified at FBI reports, and they were deported after the fact and admitted on Israeli television they had foreknowledge. It gets even better. Who bought the World Trade Center? A guy named Larry fucking Silverstein. About a month and a half before the towers were hit, he took out a very strange and unorthodox insurance policy that covered terrorism. Then, what ended up happening was after 9/11, he was able to get the biggest insurance fucking buyout ever. This guy, Larry Silverstein, close friends with who? Benjamin Netanyahu, the current prime minister of Israel. They talk every day. Now, here's the thing I also want to ask you guys. There was a memo released back in 1996 called the Clean Break Memo. In that memorandum, and this is all declassified, you can look at it. There's a reason why they're clapping. They don't want you guys to hear this. Look, yep, they started again. They don't want you guys to hear this. So anyway, where was I here? What was I chat again? What was I, guys? I was on the Netanyahu, best friends with Larry Silverstein. Gets the biggest buyout ever. Man, there's just so much crap I'm trying to remember because it's like, it's wild that no one knows this stuff, man. So he takes out this insurance policy. The towers are hit. He gets the biggest fucking payout ever. And it's also interesting because Building 7 just goes down randomly. What the fuck? Everyone, I interviewed Richard Gage and multiple other engineers. They all conclude that it was controlled demolition. Now, are you guys really ready for the crazy part that no one ever talks about? I need to hear a fuck yeah if you guys want to hear the part that no one talks about that's really going to fucking piss them off. All right. It gets better. There was a ring of Israelis that were caught in a document benefit fraud investigation by the FBI out in Tennessee. These individuals were arrested for having fake documents. And before they went to trial, a DMV employee that was giving them the fake documents was mysteriously killed in a fiery car crash. They went ahead and identified these individuals, and a few of them had been at the World Trade Center prior to the bombing. And they had no permits to be there by the Port Authority, the ones that are responsible for allowing people to do work in there. They were there to do sprinkler fixes. So let me figure this out. A building that had a bunch of asbestos that was no longer rentable, these guys are over there doing sprinkler maintenance? No, they were there to put fucking bombs and do a controlled demolition. Every engineer, 1,000 plus, have come together and said, yo, this is a controlled demolition. This would not happen from a plane hitting. So again, we got a billionaire tycoon that bought the World Trade Center, takes out an unorthodox terrorism insurance policy a month and a half before the towers are hit. We have 5 Israelis that are tied to intelligence dancing and celebrating the attack. And then they admit that they had foreknowledge. Then on top of that, we got another ring of Israelis that were caught in the Midwest somewhere in a fake document benefit fraud case that were in the towers months before it was hit doing sprinkler maintenance. I think anyone with a little bit of common sense would question the fact that our greatest ally might not be our greatest ally. And there's some links here that are very problematic. Because I'll tell you guys this, if any Arab country was in this situation, the way Israel is with 9/11, we would bomb them to fucking hell. And this is just one of the ways that our greatest ally has deceived us. And that is what they've been trying to keep you guys from hearing. So the bottom line is this for those of you that are just getting here. Israeli intelligence had foreknowledge of the 9/11 attacks and did nothing to stop it. And on top of that, they allowed it to happen and celebrated it when it happened. And when questioned about it, they admitted they knew it was going to happen. And the person that ran the intelligence operation ran back to Israel. Guy named Dominic Suter. All of these documents are declassified and you guys can look them up. Larry Silverstein. Oh, Clean Break Memo. I forgot about this. So the Clean Break Memo, guys, written back in 1996 for Netanyahu. In this paper, they describe all the countries in the Middle East that they want to destabilize. Guess which country is left? Every other country's been destroyed by Israel. The last one left is Iran. So this has been in the make since 1996, guys, and it gets better. The people that wrote that paper, the Clean Break Memo, were Jewish neocons. Richard Pearl, Douglas Fife, and many others wrote this paper. That was the paper that got us involved in the Iraq War. Saddam Hussein had absolutely nothing to do with 9/11, but we attacked Iraq under the premise of weapons of mass destruction. Sounds familiar? It's the same exact bullshit excuse we used to bomb Iran, that they have nuclear weapons. We're seeing history repeat itself, and I'm here to stop it. So if anybody has a disagreement with everything that I said, which is 100% factual, you can look it up, there's a reason why they've been screaming the whole time as I've been telling you guys this. This is what's been suppressed off the internet for decades. God bless America and God bless the First Amendment so you guys can hear this. Thank you, brother. Thank you. America first? No, fuck that. America only. No more aid to Israel, who participates in terrorist attacks and has foreknowledge and allows us to be attacked. Fuck Israel. They're an apartheid ethno state. They're parasitic in nature and drags us into foreign wars. No more American blood spilled for a foreign nation in the Middle East. There's no fucking reason why Americans should be dying thousands of miles away from their family in a foreign country that they have no business being in the fucking first place. The reason why the Middle East hates us is because of our interventionist foreign policy that kills innocent kids. But these Israelis want you guys to keep taking your tax dollars and fund their fucking genocide. That is why they yell as I tell you guys this information. This is why they say, I'm Israel Jai, as I tell you guys the truth. They don't want the fucking truth. Because if Americans knew what I just told you guys, no one would support Israel. Nobody. They are not our greatest ally. I'm happy to discuss with anyone. The mic's open. W Silverback, W Handshake.
How you doing?
What's up, brother?
I wanted to add one more thing.
Please.
Are you familiar with Ace Elevator Company?
Go, take it away.
Yeah, so Ace Elevator Company. This was a elevator company that had never had any prior work on elevators ever, and they somehow won the contract.
Hold on. Before you go into this.
Yeah.
Groiper, right?
Sorry?
Groiper, right?
I'm not. No.
You're not
but-
Groiper?
No.
Come on, man. All right.
I can become. I mean, no. This is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Ace
Shout out to Nick
Elevator
Fuentes.
Company. They replaced the original company that had worked on these elevators at the Twin Towers for decades, or everywhere for decades. They had tons of experience. Ace Elevator Company had zero experience at all. They somehow won this contract for the biggest elevator renovation in human history. So they got this, which means they had access to the main elevator shaft, which is exactly where you would need to have access to if you wanted to hypothetically put some explosives in there. So
and let me ask
that
you
was
this.
in the months leading up to it.
Why would they invest that amount of money in buildings that have a huge asbestos problem that will cost billions of dollars to fix? Interesting, right?
It's very true. Yeah. No, there was zero reason. Yeah. And apparently there was one of the workers at the building said that before any planes had hit, he saw a coworker running out from under the building on fire. So obviously some sort of explosive went off. That's all I wanted to add. I just wanted to add that on there.
No worries. So now that we got that all out there, any of the Israelis that disagree that we're yelling from the side, you're welcome to give me your position, and I won't interrupt you. I'll actually let you give your position, and you can refute anything that I said. Thank you, bro. Got me a gift?
Let's see what the gift is. Is it? Hey, can we show it on stream? No.
Hey, it's a good one. Hey, should we cut to Rumble?
Yes. Yes.
Should we cut to Rumble?
Yes. You should have been.
Yeah, let's cut to Rumble. Let's cut to Rumble, and I'll show it. Yeah. Yeah, let's cut to Rumble. Rumble Fresh and Fit only, motherfuckers. Come on over to Rumble Fresh and Fit only, guys. We're going to keep cooking over there.
Fresh and Fit only?
And Myron Gaines X. Myron Gaines X are Fresh and Fit only on Rumble. 3 chats. All right. Let's go ahead. Are any of the Israelis still here? They ran away? They ran away. Oh, man. If you see them, brother, let me know. Because I know you tall, so you can see over. And yo, thank you for having my back, by the way. I see you. See, the truth unites people. TBC Film says, Myron, you should show the videos from the Gaza news media that I sent you and show those clips to these idiots who think Israel can do no harm. Yeah. You know what? Yo, TBC will work on that. Myron, tell them how the Jays got a message telling them not to go into work on 9/11. Yep, that's another one. We didn't even talk about the DEA college, art students either. Top H was right. Hey, man. Oh, 3 Diglets. $100. Thank you so much, bro. He goes, Myron, how the fuck do you have the patience for these drunk Miami retards? They're worse than the 304s in the panel. Holy shit. Hey, man. I try, bro. What's up, bro?
Going on, Myron? I watched your shit. Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
You know when anytime soon they're going to release the 9/11 files?
What was that?
Are they going to release the 9/11 files?
Bro, they're not going to release the 9/11 files for like another 70 to 80 years. And just to give you perspective, the Israelis were involved in killing JFK.